Good morning. Today we're going to talk about writing equations. So here are the key words you need to know for writing equations. Sum means addition, difference, subtraction, product, multiply, quotient, division. And when it does say quotient of something, you're always going to put the bigger number first today. So let's look at this one. It'll say, add the quotient of 120 and 60 to the quotient of 72 and 9. So it's saying we're going to add the quotient of these numbers. So let's look. Well, how can we start this first? We need to find the quotient of 120 and 60. So 120 divided by 60. That's the first part. Now listen, this is what you have to understand is when we have things in isolation, we're going to put them in parentheses. Alright? So it says we're going to add this answer to the quotient of the other part. So what's the other part of the question? Quotient of 72 and 9. So let's check. Let's see if we checked everything off here. So it says add the quotient of 120 and 60 to the quotient of 72 and 9. So we have 120 divided by 60, 72 divided by 9. And what else did they want us to do? They wanted us to add. All right. The nice thing about this today, guys, is we're just writing the problems. We are not solving them. Here's an easy one. Add 8 and 7, then multiply by 2. So here's what you need to make sure you're doing as well. Remember the order of operations. If I write this, I'm not going to get the same answer, right? Because if I do it this way, I have to multiply first. But that's not what it's saying. So what can I do to make it show exactly what this says? Add 8 and 7 and then multiply by 2. How can I make it so 8 and 7 is in isolation? So it's by itself? I just need to put parentheses. So if you did it, then you would do 8 plus 7 first. Then you would multiply that answer by 2. Let's try another one. Add 91, 129, and 16, and then divide by 44. So we're saying we're adding 91 plus 129 plus 16, and then divide by 44. So what do I need to add here, right? Because like we said, if we do order of operations, this would be your first step. So how do I put it in isolation? I put all the addition parts in parentheses. So now we are doing what the problem says. 91 plus 129 plus 16. You take that answer and you divide by 44. Last one. Subtract 55 from the sum of 234 and 8. So if this is why you need to think as well. Because if you just started looking at this, like 55 minus 234 plus 8, right? When you subtract this, it's not going to be right because this is your smaller number. So let's go back and check. So first let's look. We're going to find the sum of 234 and 8. Sum means to add, right? And then it says subtract 55 from that sum. So let's put these in isolation. All right, so this is what you're going to practice today. So just try your best. Let me know if you have any problems. Have a good day.